Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Dembele, and this is another Chelsea transfer day news video for you guys, where I'll be uploading daily on all the latest Chelsea transfer news, all the reports, all the publications. Got some big news stories for you guys for today. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to my channel if you are not on here. Make sure you hit the bell notification button for every time I do uploads, and of course follow me on Twitter, Kamar_AA_. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, of course, big reports on numerous players. Of course, we're linked with a number of key players from different clubs. A couple of players that I need to debrief, go over. Of course, a couple of players that you guys may never have heard of. I've done my research and kind of see if they're a good fit for Chelsea. My thoughts, opinions on these type of players. But the first player I do want to talk about is, of course, Dani Olmo. Now, Dani Olmo, the 21-year-old Spaniard. Now, many of you may not know who he is. At the moment, he plays at Dynamo Zagreb. He's an attacking midfielder / winger who plays for Dynamo Zagreb. And today, according to various publications and reports, Chelsea are heavily interested in the 21-year-old, along with Barcelona, who are also chasing for his signature. Now, of course, I need to give a bit of background on Dani Olmo. A lot of you don't know, the type of player he is, would he suit Chelsea, etc, etc. Now, I've already clarified he's 21, so of course, very, very young, a lot of potential. And of course, if Barcelona are interested in a player, then he has to be something special. Of course, Spanish international, and he genuinely plays attacking midfield for Dynamo Zagreb. He can also play right wing, left wing, which is always key. A versatile player that can play in many positions. Now the question is, would he be a good fit for Chelsea? Of course, he's right-footed, and of course his main position is the attacking midfield. So similar to what Mason Mount would play in number 8, number 10 position. His goal scoring record decent so far. 9 games for Dynamo Zagreb, 3 goals, not too bad, especially for a 21-year-old around the same age as Mason Mount. However, it's his attributes, in my opinion, that are quite key. Now, of course, the way he operates in between lines, he has that killer pass that Mason Mount doesn't have. A lot of the time, Mason Mount lacks that creativity for the chances created. His chances created, his creativity, the way he operates, his movement is elite, he's quick, he's quality, and of course, being the tender age of 21, he has a lot of room for improvement and can definitely be the one for the future, 100%. Like I said, he fits our style of play, he fits our system, he moves the ball quickly, his defensive work rate is on point as well, so he would suit Lampard in the sense of course, his work rate is on point, but also he's a very technical player. He finds those killer passes, his movement off the ball is very, very good, the way he creates those overloads and dummies, and of course the way he breaks those lines, a lot like what Ruben Loftus-Cheek would do. He breaks those lines very, very easily. And of course, you have to take it with a pinch of salt. He does play in the Croatian league, and of course it's not going to be the most competitive league. You have to of course take that. However, he's 21, he can still be mouldable, he still has good potential, and of course I need to watch more of this guy. I need to see more of him, and any of you guys, any of my subscribers that have actually seen Dani Olmo play on a regular basis, please leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think he'd be a good fit for Chelsea? And give me more details about the type of player that he is. But for me, like I said, he shouldn't be a priority because he's a midfielder. Midfield is one of the key is a position in at Chelsea right now that is stacked, and we do have world-class players in that position. Of course, once we sort out the priorities of left back, winger, striker, etc, etc, then we can look for a midfielder. But I wouldn't be against the signing. He seems quality from what I've read about him, from the research that I've done. He's a quality, neat, tidy player. The way he moves, his movement, his operation, better than Mount in my opinion. And of course, his versatility would also be key to the squad that we have at the moment. But getting into the second player, and that is of course Gabigol. Gabigol, now of course another player a lot of you may never have heard of before, plays for Flamengo. However, he's on loan from Inter Milan, so he's owned by Inter Milan. However, he's currently on loan in Brazil at Flamengo. Brazilian international. Now, some of you may have seen the reports today, but Chelsea heavily into Gabigol, and I was told by my source this morning that we are very close to wrapping up a deal for Gabigol. Now, who is Gabigol, you must say? Now, Gabigol is a 23-year-old striker. He's a left-footed striker that's currently on loan at Flamengo, and so far this season he's had 29 games in Brazil, 25 goals, and in all competitions in total, 34 goals, 11 assists and 43 games. Now, those statistics are incredible, world-class statistics, but of course, look at the league he's playing in, and when he did have his opportunity to enter Milan, he was shocking. He was a terrible player. He got his goal scoring record at Inter Milan was shocking last season, hence why he is now on loan at Flamengo. But it's looking like what I was told by my source is that there will be a swap deal conducting where we sign Gabigol and then Giroud comes to Chelsea, essentially a swap deal. So no cash involved. Giroud goes into Milan, reunites with Antonio Conte, and of course Giroud wants to move to get playing time. And Gabigol comes to Chelsea in return. Of course, Lampard does want a striker. Left-footed strikers, of course, it gives new dynamic, another dimension to our attack. Very versatile, can also play on the right-hand side. And its goal scoring record has been pretty good this season, would suit the Premier League more than Serie A with his pace, agility, his finishing. However, of course, he doesn't excite me. He's not going to excite me. He's not that top striker that's going to elevate also or take us to the next level. It's very underwhelming, this signing. Of course, it's looking very likely we're going to be signing him. However, I was told it is a Giroud replacement and that Timo Werner won't be impacted if we do sign Timo Werner. Timo Werner will be a Michy Batshuayi replacement. So if it doesn't impact the Timo Werner, Jadon Sancho signing, then I guess I'm kind of for this deal. Gives another dimension to our attack, but again, it's not a sign that would excite me. And its goal scoring record at Inter Milan hasn't been great. Yes, he's been doing fantastic in Brazil, but you know, the Brazilian league is nowhere near as quality as the Premier League, as we all know. So yeah, like I said, very, very versatile, very quick, very agile. I've seen some compilations of highlights of him, some decent goals. But yeah, like I said, we'll see how the reports come on, but it's looking like that we will be signing Gabigol. Now, getting into the final report of this video, that is of course Moussa Dembele. I reported him yesterday on the Transfer Daily show, and of course the Sky Sports reporting that we are heavily considering a move for Moussa Dembele from Lyon. Now, reports in France, Foot Mercato, a French publication, have reported today that Chelsea have had a €40 million offer for Moussa Dembele rejected by Lyon. However, Chelsea are set to return with another offer that could include Olivier Giroud. Now, immediately I know that this is fake because I was told by my inside source Olivier Giroud will be moving to Inter Milan, looking likely. So of course that can't be true if he's going to Inter Milan. However, I could see the fact that, of course, I know that Dembele is one of the options we have and that we are heavily interested in his signature. But of course, €40 million is a lot of money, especially for a player that isn't exactly world class or top player or take us to the next level. I think that it's a lot of money. Could be a blessing in disguise. I don't want Chelsea moving for this player. For me, yes, he suits our style of play, but he's not a quality striker. He's not clinical, and for me, we would need a Timo Werner style player. But the reports are saying from the French publications that they have rejected the €40 million bid, and that we are set to return with another offer. Let's see how those publications sort out. Of course, I've already given my thoughts opinions on Moussa Dembele in previous transfer videos. Of course, I'm not the biggest fan of him. I know some of you guys are quite good fans of him. Yes, there's some benefits with him. You know, he fits our style of play. He'd be content to be backup. But do we really need to sign backup players when we need to be signing world-class players to either compete or break into that first 11 immediately? That's what I mean. But like I said, another reason is, as well, the reason why Sky Sports reported Moussa Dembele yesterday is because, of course, we are now favourites for Timo Werner, and of course, you guys already know all about Sky Bet. Sky Sports want to be, you know, giving out more options for Chelsea so that a lot of fans will start betting other strikers to essentially gain more revenue money, unfortunately. So you could look at it that way. It could be a financial sense from Sky Sports to get Sky Bets going. That's why they were mentioning Moussa Dembele, because of course we are favourites for Timo Werner. I've mentioned that countless times in this video, but we'll see. Will Timo Werner be leaving in the January transfer window? And like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Moussa Dembele. I know some of you are. But let's just see how those reports plan out. Now, getting to the final report of this video, that is, of course, Emerson. Now, fresh reports coming out today that Emerson will be staying at Chelsea to fight for his place. It came out in reports that he will reject a move back to Italy because he wants to stay at Chelsea and fight for his place and become a world-class left-back. For me, it's fantastic news. He has the right mentality. That's what I've always wanted from this squad. He was shocking against Arsenal and he hasn't been playing too well recently. However, he had a fantastic start of the season. Was phenomenal. Very, very young, still only 25, so he does have world-class potential. I've always been one of Emerson's biggest fans. And of course, if his mentality is in London, if he wants to play for Chelsea and fight for his place, then I'm all for him staying. For me, he's a quality left-back, miles ahead of Alonso. And if he wants to fight for his place, I would love him to stay. My issue was, I didn't believe his head was in England. I thought that he wanted to return back to Italy. But if he wants to stay at Chelsea and fight for his place, then I'm all for it. Positive news regarding that. But I'm going to wrap up the Chelsea Transfer Day news for this video. Don't forget to smash the like button if you did enjoy this video. If you do, of course, enjoy my content, subscribe to my channel if you are new on here. Make sure you hit the bell notification for every time I do upload, and comment down below your thoughts and opinions on each player that I did speak about, and I'll be back tomorrow with another Chelsea transfer daily news video for you guys. But until then, I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.